Business owners, have you guys been thinking about converting your English YouTube channel into a different language, a Spanish channel perhaps?
How'd you know?
So today I'm going to talk about the process of converting an English channel over to Spanish, everything that you need to do. And then I'm also going to share with you some insane results that we've had from creating a Spanish channel from an old English channel. And I'm going to show you how we were able to get 20,000 subscribers in 1 month and how much revenue we're making off that channel. So let's get into it. Hey, you guys, if this is your first time here, thanks for coming. We appreciate you. My name's Scott Simpson. I'm the CEO of Graffiti Media. We have done some cool stuff with YouTube, building a lot of YouTube channels for our clients. I personally have built a YouTube channel, but this isn't about me, it's about you. So today we're talking about what you need to do to get a Spanish channel from an English channel. So first things first, you need to go into it with a strategy. Every English channel that we work with, we have a specific content strategy for that channel. Same thing needs to happen with a Spanish channel. Now, converting from one channel to another is actually not super difficult. All you need to do are have a couple of things put in place.
You make it sound so easy.
This is one of our client channels, Twin Home Experts. They create content on plumbing and rodent removal and mold removal and all sorts of stuff. We've found a really nice little niche with rodent removal. You can see anytime we do like a rodent something or other, we tend to pick up a few more views than normal. Like, look at this one, 561. Love it. So the first thing that I want you guys to know is that you can't expect that you are going to take one audience from one channel over to the other. That's not logical, right? We're targeting a completely different language. If you do something in German and the majority of your audience is English, they might think that it's really cool for about 30 seconds to watch you guys speaking or having it dubbed in German, but then they're going to go back to the English side of things. So don't expect that you're going to grab the attention from your current audience. You have to build a completely new audience. So shouting out your new channel on your current channel,
not a good idea.
The first thing that we did with this is we wanted to find a dynamic Spanish speaking dubber, somebody who understood English and could communicate that into the Spanish language. And so we found somebody who was very dynamic, very articulate. Just take a look at this.
Bueno, hace menos de 24 horas, Kerry se ha puesto en contacto con nosotros diciendo que la trampa gemela está totalmente llena.
All right, so first things first, you guys, it pays to have somebody with personality. Now, this isn't even Mexican Spanish. This is Spain Spanish, like very similar. And so anybody who speaks Spanish can basically understand what's being said. But the reason that this dubber was chosen was because of the energy level that he brings to the table. So where do you find somebody to dub your content? Check this out. You can go to fiverr.com, type in Spanish dubbing. I will record a male voiceover dub in neutral Spanish. You can go through Fiverr and you can listen to these different people, see if they're a personality you think would be a good fit, and then you could choose somebody based off of what you're seeing here. Now, I will say with Fiverr, they typically will say starting at $15, but when you click on the actual gig, you'll see that there are limitations to what that $15 will provide. So if you want something that is $1,500, it's going to cost you $155. If you want something that's even longer than that, it'll cost even more than that. We're generally spending between $200 and $400 to get these videos dubbed correctly. So just know that if you are planning on doing that, it's going to cost you some money for a while. But you can't argue with the success of the channel, which I'm going to show you here in just a couple minutes, and then you can make a determination for yourself whether this is a venture that you want to do or if it's something that you want to shelf until you're earning a little bit more revenue with your main channel. So let's go back to the Spanish channel. All right, so as you can see, we released this channel just over 90 days ago. We had a very specific strategy, which I'm going to go over in just a second, but I wanted to show you how the views came out of the gate. So here's what happened. So we released this initial batch of videos, and then all of a sudden you can see here in the analytics, look at this. It went from the day that we released on November the 5th, 106 views on November the 5th, which is insane for a brand new channel without any promotions. But look at this. By December 1st, less than a month later, we had over a 300,000 view day. And I'm going to explain how we were able to get that here in just a second, but that is insane. In less than a month, we were able to get a 300,000 view day, which brought in a ton of subscribers. Check this out. On that one day, we had 3,849 subscribers. Now, I want you to understand something. This is mostly with long form content. We did release a couple of shorts in this period of time. Those didn't contribute to a whole lot of traffic, and they didn't contribute to a whole lot of subscribers either. This is mostly with long form content views. Look at that, 3,800 subscribers in one day. Now, then we had kind of the plummet of death, but even though it plummeted, you can see here, we've never really had a day where it's gone below a couple hundred subscribers in one day. And now we've started to rebound and we're getting 400 or 500 subscribers a day right now. This channel gained over 20,000 subscribers in 1 month. Insane, right? So let's break down how we were able to make that happen. So if we go back to the English channel, we sorted their content in terms of popularity, and then we eliminated some of these videos that are a little bit older than a couple years old, which might not be relevant. They might be getting evergreen views, but they're not relevant to the storytelling style of content that we're doing today. So what we did for this strategy was we picked the top 5 most viewed videos that were in line with the framework that we were trying to create now, which is a storytelling content, and we had those translated first. But check this out. Here's where we really took things to the next. Why can't I say that? Here's where we really took things to the next level. If we go on the Spanish channel now, all the way back to the very beginning. Okay, here are the first 5 videos we released. Look at this. November 5th, November 5th, November 5th, November 5th. We released them all on the same day. Look at these numbers too. 100,000, almost 300,000, 1.2 million, almost 400,000, and almost 200,000. All of these videos crushed out of the gate because we did one very simple strategy. If you go into this first video here, and we scroll down to cards, we maximize the card usage out of the gate by promoting the other 4 pieces of content that were released all on that same day. So when an audience member came to the channel, they had an opportunity all throughout each of these 5 videos to click on more content. This in turn drove the average view per viewer up, which is really what you want to focus on. Average view per viewer is a metric in analytics, which basically tells you an average number of videos that a viewer is watching over a specific period of time. Okay, so if you go to more metrics in your analytics, click average view per viewer, you can see that we have an average view per viewer of almost 3. So the average person that comes to this channel watches 3 videos in a 28-day period of time. So they watch 3 videos in a month. So the strategy that we had was to take the best content from the English channel, move it over to the Spanish channel, have it dubbed by an insanely talented dubber who was high energy, very dynamic in the content to make it interesting and entertaining. And if you read the comments on this channel, if you can understand Spanish, people love the dubbing. People love the Spanish speaking because it's so entertaining. The other thing that we did was we released 5 videos on the same day, tying everything together. It drove our AVPV up and it increased the session time, and YouTube loved that. And they started promoting this channel like wildfire. As you can see, over the first 30 days, we had days over 300,000 views. Insane. Massive. All right, you guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. How much money has this channel made in the last 90 days? Let's go ahead and dig in. Drum roll, please. $1,459.71. Okay, so this is a little bit on the lower side compared to what we get on the English channel. If you were to break this down by an RPM, which is revenue per mil or revenue per 1,000 views, it's about 29 cents per 1,000 views. On an English channel, this would be more like $5 to $10 per 1,000 views. So this is significantly lower than what we're seeing on the English channel. 5 million views over the first 90 days has created $1,400 in revenue. That doesn't quite cover what we're putting into dubbing cost. So we're technically losing money on this channel right now. But we do anticipate that these views will go up because we have hit an untapped market in the Spanish community. And as you can see, the channel is thriving. We've had 10,000 subscribers just in the last 28 days. Views are going up. People are watching for longer periods of time. So the question that you need to ask yourself in your business, is it worth it to you to spend the money to tap into a new community, or do you want to just continue to serve the English speaking community? My recommendation for you is to watch this video and watch this video, and maybe you'll figure it out. All right, take care, you guys. See you on the next one.